my name is Zakia Ringgold, and if you want to see why handmade soap can also be considered alchemy, you want to make sure that you are watching this video right here. We have all of this goodness for you to see, and then make sure you click the subscribe button. All right. So I'm actually trying to repurpose this content. So I have this going directly overhead. And if you are watching on the YouTube side, make sure that you subscribe. And for all of you on the YouTube side, let me come over here. I do have my goggles on. I'm about to put my gloves on. All of you on the Periscope side, we do have this set up as a call-in broadcast. So if you stick around until the end of the broadcast and you want to call in, ask any questions, you can do that. We are making 2 soaps. I have someone who has requested a loaf of a dupe of a scent of a unmentionable, and I actually found that scent, and I think he's going to love it. And then a lot of you who have gotten the Mango Tango foaming whipped soap, you have asked for that in a bar of soap. So we'll be making a total of 12 pounds of soap tonight, which is really cool. And I actually need to come over here. Let me get on here. And I gotta share it. I gotta share it everywhere. If you have not had a chance to share the broadcast, there's a button somewhere for you to do that. I want soap that smells like money. Would you walk around smelling like money? What does money smell like? Depending on whose pocket it's been in. I don't know if I want it. I don't know if I want that particular money, honey. All right, so let me come over here. And I gotta share it. I am if you want to see what the inside, money stank. And we don't want no stank soap at all. At all. So, let me see. If I come here, if you want to actually see inside what the people on YouTube are going to see, I am doing that on Facebook Live right now. But, oh, we just hit 600 page likes on Facebook. That's cool. We got 2 people over there on the Facebook side watching live. You're probably like, I don't see you. What are you talking about? Here's my hands. I'm still here on Facebook, I swear. All right, I just want to share it to my page. Boom. All right, so everybody got it on Facebook. All of you that are tapping, we're going to go ahead and get started. I have measured everything out. My daughter has actually done all of the lining of my molds, so we won't have any wrinkled bars of soap. And so now I just, look at this. I definitely need new equipment. My thermometer, it like came off there. Where are we at? It's a little higher than I want. It's a little higher, but I think we should be okay. I think anyway. We'll do one first and then we'll worry about the other one. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? So we're going to do the blue and white first. And that one smells like an unmentionable. And the reason it's an unmentionable is because they sell it in a store. But I was able to get the fragrance dupe of that, which is really cool. Let me come here and make sure I don't miss anything. All right. Do you guys have any questions before we get started? The first thing we have to do before we get started is make sure we've got power. I can't tell you how many times on these broadcasts where I was about to get started and I got this, we need a hint. Starts with an I. Wait. The second word is an S. I'll never mention it. I'll never tell, but you know what it is. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that this is in frame because you guys kind of know what the process is. But for this video to make sense, it has to be in frame. All right, good. Get it? Got it? Good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get our lye solution poured in. Yes, It's coming across. And we're going to bring this to a very light trace. Because I'm not really sure what... Zakia! Hello, with all those A's in there. Hey, Natalie, how are you? Natalie, I call myself multitasking. Soap Bay. Hello there. Oh, we got some hearts and some eyeballs over on the Facebook side. Hey, Erica, how are you? Ends in a G. LOL. Well, the first word, looking cute. Nyla said that to me too. I said I didn't even try. Here's the secret, moms that work. If you want to look cute, put no effort in it, and then your kid is going to notice. So I am mixing up the oil and the lye solution. And it starts with an I. It ends Catwoman glasses. They are a little Catwomanish. I wanted to blank out a pair of my my goggles. I was going to put some of the diamond studs on there. I think I'm going to do it. Makes me fancy. You like these? Yes, these actually, Josh got me these because he said the goggles that I had were janky, end quote. And I said, what do you mean they're janky? He said, well, anything can get up underneath them. And so you're not really protecting your eyes. Hey, Sharia, you're not really protecting your eyes, and therefore it's kind of defeating the purpose. It's defeating the purpose. I'm going to take my spatula here and just kind of give it a little stir. Yeah. So as you can see here, this is how I know. Can you guys see that consistency? You guys can't see it. You guys can't see it, but I'm telling you, it's a pretty cool consistency. So let's start with our begins with an I, ends with an S dupe. So we're going to pour a little bit of our batter into the blue. Just like that. Just like that. And then the remainder is going to be white. Now, if you notice how I did that, well, I won't even mention it. But what I did was I attempted, as you can see, my temperatures are way too high. So I need to shut up and get moving. And I'm going to go ahead and add in our dupe. I probably should have smelled it to make sure. I used to watch my grandma make lye soap. Handmade soap has been around for generations and generations and generations. And so our elders did used to make it, but they used to use like animal products. So they would use like lard, beef tallow, things like that to make their soap. Let's see. Are we getting a blue? I think we're getting a blue, and it's pretty cool. I might need to add a little more color for the amount of soap that I put in there. We shall see. I'm going to grab my stick blender just to kind of, well, let me do the white first before I grab my stick blender. Rendered fat. Well, we still use fat. We just use a different kind of fat. Extreme baby. How are you? Very good to see you on the Periscope side. All right, I got to get the white mixed first before I use my stick blender in the blue. It's kind of cool. That soap is awesome. Now, for my soap makers that are watching, they're like, girl, you better put that stick blender down. That stuff gonna get super thick. Super thick. She's super thick ass, super thick. Super thick. I would tell Alexa to go ahead and play that Whip It Real Good song. However, the problem with that is I need this video and it's live on Facebook. And even if I do not own the rights to this music, they will still cut it off. Cut it all the way off. So, to avoid that, you got to hear me sing it instead. You got to hear me sing the song instead. This is definitely a masculine scent. More masculine than anything that I have made in the past. For sure. 100% for sure. I'm not liking this blue, so I'm going to add a little bit more. It's a little dingy. That is good for something. And that's why it's considered the alchemy of soap making. Oh, give it some time. It will behave. Now I done really got that soap thick. Thicker than thicker than thicker than thick. Thicker than thicker than thicker than thick. So the reason I'm not really talking too much about this is because this loaf that I'm making is sold. Like 100% sold. However, I just started my YouTube channel. If you love watching me on Periscope, you might even like me even better on YouTube because there's not going to be as much talking on those videos. I get to edit them. Oh, shoot. Hey there, Marlene. How are you? On the Facebook side. How long does it take to set or mold? Sorry if you guys froze. Hey, Nyla. I need some power. On the Periscope side, I saw the crock pot one. Well, yeah, the ones that are currently there, I am definitely not doing. They are just repurposed live streams. That's what we got there. All right, so let me move this orange out of the way. And we're going to pour this. It has gotten thick, and that has to do with the maker. That would be me. I am the maker and the candlestick maker, also known as the soap maker. And so what I'm doing, I need that extension cord out of my room, as well as, ooh, I love it's so creamy. I didn't mix that color all the way. I need the extension cord and the cell phone charger. I still see a little bit of blue down at the bottom. Although, that might work if it changes the shade a little bit. But this is more like an army blue. I probably didn't use enough. Probably didn't use enough to get it as bright as I would want. But I need that for my topper. Now, this white is about to say, okay, you want to keep on running your mouth? Keep doing it, and you're not going to be able to pour it. So we're going to pour it. Men don't need a whole bunch of design, in my mind anyway. But it's nice and creamy. All right. I'll tell you where I need your help in a second. They're losing power on the Periscope side, so I need you enjoying your video. You're trying to relax. Yeah, it's hard.
Are you plugging it back there?
If it can fit, yeah. And I also need a spoon, dear heart. I think I have a plastic spoon up here.
I don't even know where that thing is.
And I don't know if I missed a comment. If I did, I will scroll. I will scroll.
That's so gross.
I know, such a thing. Soap everywhere.
What's this white thing? Oh.
All right, I'm going to tap it. I'm going to hit it one time. Hey, Jason Ridley, how are you? We need to soap together one day in the near future. Hold on, guys. I have to tap it. You guys on this side can kind of see me tap it. I should have told you to cover your ears. I need a spoon out of here. A plastic spoon. Good luck finding it, child. Your quest. Nice shot. Thank you. All right. Just get me a metal one.
Okay.
You don't see a plastic one? Hey, Yolanda, how are you? All of you that are just now joining, what we are doing. Yes, perfect. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to find your mother a spoon. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spoon and just go around in a circle to try and bring some of this blue up and into this white. Now, I don't really need it to be a design. I just want some of the blue to make its way into the white. Do you make handmade lotions as well? Coming soon in May. If you are just now joining on the Periscope side, my name is Zakia Ringgold. I make my own handcrafted natural soap, and I typically do it live. All of it. I don't want you to have any surprises in your products, which is also why, whatever. I'm not even going to go there. And so what I do is I show people how to make their own handcrafted natural soap in live soap school, as well as I ship my products all over the world. If you're interested in getting any of my products that you see me making, you can head over to naturalsoapbyzakia.com, not Expedia, but Zakia. If you're interested in learning how to make your own soap from scratch, head over to livesoapschool.com. And if you're not ready to take a class, but you want a book, you can head over to bit.ly/soap books with an S on the end in white book. And I wrote books, yes. I wrote books on the subject as well, because I believe you don't need any of the fluff that are in the books that I read. Although the books that I read were very helpful. They have helped to make me the soap maker that I am today. It's the new Soap Makers Cookbook series. It's for newbies. So if you already know how to make soap, it's probably not the book for you. Tell Nyla come back. She left us for a while. I know. Nyla is not loyal on this on any of the live streaming side. I had to send our girl Paige to bed because she would have been on camera. She would have been on camera. Hey, Nyla! Dryer Buzz said, can you come back? Come back. And my, what was that lady on Titanic? Rose. Come back, Jack. She's not coming, though. She's going to act like she don't hear me now. She don't hear me, though. So what you're seeing me make is a dupe for a customer. They asked me to find this particular scent, which I was able to track down. And it smells incredible. I had him smell it and say, is this the one that you're looking for, sir? He said, yes, that's the one. Can you make it? I said, yes. How much do you want? He said, well, how much can you make? I said, a loaf. Jack whistle sound. Come back. And her voice all hoarse. Oh, there she is. But you're not going to be able to see her on the Facebook side. You can only see her on the Periscope side.
What?
Say hi to the folks.
Hi.
Hey, everyone. There's Nyla.
Hello.
There's our Nyla. I know. It's a mess. It's a mess over here. So this is going to be higher than the normal bars that I make. It looks a little bit messy over here. It looks a little messy, but it'll look great when we go to cut it. I promise. You guys can't really see it on the Facebook side. On the Periscope side. Let me pull you back. Hello. They said, hey, Nyla. She's already gone. She said hi. So I'm just going to fill in my sides with the remainder of this white that I have. And then give them a little bit of a swirl. A little bit of a swirl going on. Not too much. Not too fancy. Not too much. Not too fancy. Dang, couldn't get her. Darn it. Nyla, come back one more time. She had to come find. She even switched platforms for you. Come back. Come back. Sorry on the Facebook side. You probably have no idea what's happening. And come back. She came and found you on Periscope, but you were gone. They miss you on these live streaming streets, girl. Paige is probably like, who, me? No, not you. Go to bed. Go to bed. She was like, are we broadcasting? I said, no, Paige. We're not broadcasting. You're going to bed, and it's 10 o'clock. Hold on, guys. So I'm trying to see if she comes without letting my soap get too set up. It wants to set up. It wants to set up really badly. Here she comes. I hear the footsteps and I see her out the corner of my good eye. We love her too. LOL. There she is. Say what's up. How's school? How are you living? Oh, you're just so over it.
I was dead today.
You didn't even have school. Listen, there was like no inches of snow on the ground, and they canceled school last night. They had us going to school in 5 feet of snow.
When it was okay,
60 miles.
hold on. One day at school, it was like second period, and it started like snowing so hard.
Don't believe
that
you.
By fourth period,
Nobody
it was like
you.
2 feet on the ground. And then it was that day where it took me till like 6 to get home. When we got out at 1:30.
Oh, woe is me.
And they were like, and it took them until the end of 7th period to be like, you guys can leave early at the end of 7th. Don't leave at 7th. Even though I had 7th lunch, they didn't let us leave. It was like, poor K. Poor K!
Poor K. Nyla, been off camera for over a year. For over a year. I'm like, what are you doing?
No.
Are you kidding me? You just
ate.
hungry because, exactly. She's hungry because she hears us on the live stream. I remember going to school in 2 blizzards back in the day. Not now. These kids don't know nothing about a blizzard. Okay, so guys, this has gotten too thick for me to do any kind of this swirl, so I'm going to use my spoon.
I wasn't joking.
No, you weren't.
Look.
Oh, okay. Nyla, warm that up for her. So we're going to use our spoon to get a texture on the top instead of a swirling of the colors.
Mama, can you help me put this in?
Your sister is coming to help you right now. You did in 78.
God,
There was, see, I'm not going to give away my age, but there was a time in the 90s where we had almost a blizzard, and they did actually cancel school for that. There's Paige, you don't have clothes on.
I'm not going to say hi to all this.
She has clothes on, but it's a bathing suit. We don't want her, we're not trying to raise cameras. Okay. So this is how we are actually able to get a texture on top, and I'll bring it up close so you guys can see it there as well.
I'm going to say hi to the folks.
So she's hungry. You're probably my age. I am. Whatever your age is. What are you, 22?
I'm not 22.
Not you.
Let me show Mommy. I'm doing my dance.
What's your dance?
Look.
Do you see me looking at something right now?
Yes.
Okay, so how can I look at you? It's not done. She was like, it's done. Enough, Mom. All right. So let me bring this up once
Mommy,
we finish.
Are you sure it's not done?
I'm positive. Oh, you're talking about your food. My bad.
No.
One side's a little uneven, Steven.
I'm going to go to the corner bakery in the morning.
Bake.
All right, I'm good with this one because we still got to make the mango. I'm going to bring it up for you all to see it.
That is so gross.
Here, that way. I have the camera at the perfect angle. As long as she doesn't come behind the table, you can't see her. Hey, Nyla, go away with that call.
It's been 2 weeks. 3 weeks now.
Lord. All right, here's the silk, guys. Paige, night, sweet girl. So here it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You want to see it? It has ridges. Ruffles have ridges, and so does my soap. Ruffles have ridges, and so does my soap. Thanks for these scopes. You're very welcome. And it definitely smells like the unmentionable that starts with an I and ends with a.
Mommy, you know what soap
or the
smells
second
like?
word is an S.
Mom, do you know what soap smells with?
What the soap smells with?
Smells with.
An S page. Yes, I do understand. And there's more. We're going to make the mango soap at this point. At this juncture, we're going to go ahead, switch over this paper, and go with the mango. Because you guys have been really, really saying, Zakia, we love Limburger cheese. Do you have to bake it? No. Looks like fluffy clouds of snow. I agree. It does look fluffy. Why is that just... Oh, we're still live. It does look like fluffy clouds. It doesn't look like my Kiss the Sky. My Kiss the Sky has a really, really bright blue to it, but it's the same idea of blue and white. And so the bottom of this is blue, the top is white, and we pulled, you cannot eat it though, no. Somebody said, do we bake it? We don't bake the soap. The interesting, and I'm going to move this off so we can kind of just keep it moving. Paige, as soon as you're done, it's time for bed, and I'm not playing. I'm not playing. We're going to take this paper up, and now you see why I had the paper down, because I can just roll it up and move on to the next. On to the next. On to the next. Move that one. And we're going to say thank you to the, it's nothing but tissue paper. That's all I'm using. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for the sale. Boom. I would use parchment paper, but I'm getting low. I'm getting low. But somebody used to ask me about cooking the soap. You don't have to bake it. It's actually going to go through saponification. That is the chemical process of it converting all of those fats and the oils that I use. So I use shea butter, coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil, sweet almond oil, castor oil. So what it's going to do is it's going to actually convert all of those oils into a salt, which then becomes a soap. Hey, hey, Josh! Are you at work watching? I'm so excited. I got you to watch at work. I got people doing what they're supposed to be doing. So cool. All right. So, he was like, did you just run my tapes? Did you tell everybody I'm not supposed to be doing? All right. So, what we're going to do at this point is grab our second mold that our lovely Nyla has lined, which is this one right here.
Hi to Daddy?
No. You have on a bathing suit. He heard you, though, I'm sure.
Hi, Dada.
Scientists, are we in the new soap kitchen? No, we're still in my soap studio. However, you may be in a new soap kitchen as soon as I set up that green screen. At work freezing. Darn it. All right, I have to go and get another blender attachment. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves and do all that. I also need to set up our shot. There's our color.
Let me see my color.
No,
Let me see the color.
It's the orange. We're going to be doing this magnificent orange right here. Green screen. Interesting. You can see my, no, over there, and I'm not playing with you, little girl.
I don't want them to see my butt.
Yeah, that. Here are the oils that we're going to use, but clever. Very clever. Yes, I will, once we get, it's coming. How about that? At some point, you're going to see what the green screen looks like. And then you'll be like, oh, I see what you did there. Very interesting. Paige, stay in there.
I am. This pizza's delish.
You know what's not delish? You got it. All right. So we're going to move on to the next portion, which is our mango soap. So we are using a formulation that I made to come up with the scent that all of you love for the mango tango foaming with soap. I'm using that same scent here. I don't know what you're talking about, Paige.
The thing, but they're always.
Why do you always have to be in the broadcast?
Everybody, make sure if you want to watch more of me and Mommy's our sister's video, just make sure to tap whatever screen's on there since I can't count. Here, what screen's on there? Mom, what screen's on there? I'm not kidding. Mom, what screen's on there?
Oh God, Slava, you run Slava.
Just tap the purple screen. Is there a purple screen?
It's not a purple screen. It's the 3 dots.
Just press the 3 dots if you want to watch more of our family videos. And make sure you not eat soap because you'll be sick.
Don't eat soap. That's your public service announcement from the 4-year-old that knows that you do not eat soap because
You'll get sick forever.
so we don't eat soap. We don't eat soap, in case you were wondering. That's the move. Okay. So we have everything that we need.
What do you need?
This will be pretty.
What else do you need now?
Let's move it over so it's all in the show. Boom. Trying to do 2 at one time is kicking my butt. Trying to get them both is like, yeah, you thought that was gonna work out that way. It ain't quite doing it. All right, that's everything.
Mom, do you know what China is?
You know what Paige is? Not sleeping.
That was what I was about to say.
I started before I get started, let me come and scroll and see if I missed any of your comments. Come and say hey to the folks. I started the order, but at checkout, it didn't offer Apple Pay or PayPal. Yes, it does. We accept everything. And if you really need help, you can actually Cash App me. Soap Lady Z. We take Cash App, Apple Pay, Google Pay, PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Amex. The only thing we don't take is COD. All right. Check, and check. Too cute, Fandango. You gotta love it. If any of you would like to join me live, let me know. You can click those little 2 dots there. Good night, daughter. Thank you very much for the entertainment. Click those 2 dots. Hold on, let me get it. Now I can't get you to scroll. Look at this. I am too cool. Thank you so much for inviting your followers. Tony, do you take EBT? It's not food. If it were food, I promise you, you still would not want to eat this. Tony, 1 follower. I can't accept you, honey. You don't have any live streams. If you had live streams, I promise you, I would accept you. If you're still watching on the Facebook side, we'll be right back. We're talking to our Periscope peeps. So I'm going to click this invite guest button. Boom. And then we're going to keep it moving. This broadcast contains a bot. Darn it. Boom. I didn't miss any questions. So seriously, if you're having trouble ordering, send me a message. There's an option to message me, but it should give you the option to use Apple Pay. You should have the option to do Apple Pay or Google Pay on naturalsoapbyzakia.com. And if you are successful in placing your order live, we do offer live bonuses. All right. So none of you accepted my invitation to join me live. We're going to keep this thing going. And I'm going to get in bed before midnight. So that's a win-win for me and you. So now we're going to do our Mango Tango bar soap. And if you're wondering what in the world the impetus is for the Mango Tango, every time I put this particular foaming whip soap onto the site, it sells out. People buy them in 3s and 4s. And I went to the local event. They said, do you have that in a bar? And I said, nah, I ain't got it. The people who have gotten the whip soap, do you have that in a bar? And I said, nah, I ain't got it. So the goal is for me to be able to say, yep, I got it. I got it, I got it, I got it. And so the foaming whip soap, oh my God. I know why they say it, because when you take the top off, it kind of just hits you and it makes you want to almost sort of eat it. I don't care about what time it is, day or night, when I'm on vacation. know that's right. If you get this mango tango, you'll be on vacation every time you get in the tub. So that is why we are making a mango tango bar soap, but I don't know if we're going to keep the name. I'm not sure if we're going to keep the name or make it something different, but it's the exact same scent from the mango tango foaming whip soap. And I had to blend. Brilliant! Thank you for sight. I had to get some spatulas. Oh, they're right here. I had to actually blend 3 different scents to get it to be a really rich mango smell. Otherwise, it would not have been it would have been more perfumey. A lot of times when you get fragrances, it's more of a perfume scent. Trying to remember how I watched you on TV Fire Stick. If you go to Periscope TV, no, that would have been on Apple TV. It was probably because I was live on YouTube. Live on YouTube allows you to watch on Fire Stick. But on Periscope, if you have an Apple TV, ooh, you'll be able to see that now. If you have Apple TV, then it'll come up on Periscope TV. And it says stream quality was lowered. Ew. Because my internet connection wasn't fast enough. That's something. What's up?
He said you called me again.
She's lying. She got you. She got you. She got you. She got you. I really wanted to order your butter. Unfortunately, it wouldn't accept Apple Pay. The Mango Tango is the consistency hard to get to. It is. It takes a lot of whipping, and it takes adding a little bit of glycerin and a little bit of butter at different intervals to get it to the right consistency. So that's the one key part of it all. And so it's kind of like if you have older people in your house, and so I'm just intentionally taking this one a little bit slower so I can talk to all of you. If you have older people in your house who are bakers, hello there, how you doing, Cookie? They will, they kind of just know. And that's how it is when I'm doing the foaming whip soap. I kind of know when I've reached that consistency because you got to let it sit. And when you allow it to sit, it gets to the right consistency that you want as well. So it's an art and a science, darn it. It's an art and a science. So all of you that are tapping the screen with those beautiful hearts that are coming back my way, thank you very much for doing that. All of you that are just now joining because, somebody invite. Why won't you talk to me if I don't have any broadcast? This is a new account. Did you ask to join? Well, number one, you're a little neat. Do you see where I am? Were you the one who had the one? Well, here's the thing. Yes, okay. So here's the thing why I didn't invite or accept your thingamajigger. You are still held accountable for anything that happens on your live broadcast. And typically, because I'm at the 10:30 mark, I get a lot of trolls that come on at this time because it seems like, oh, there's some people in there. It might be kind of cool to go in there and troll. And the fact that I have that phone conversation piece on there, that's really for the people that are in Soap Nation. Like my bottom row is full of circles of people that have been here that I know wouldn't do anything a little shady. So if you at least had one broadcast where I could see your face or see that you have done something on Periscope, I would be a little more likely to accept you. Or digging the cool safety glove. It's too risque. I asked you last week about the best soap for dry skin under an old account. What was the old account? What was the old account? Now, and let's go back for a moment. This is the way that people used to make soap back in the day. They used to also have it over a fire. So you see how I'm using my spatula? The consistency is not getting any thicker. They would spend hours just stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring. And thanks to modern technology, also known as bakers, we got this handy dandy wand here. Which makes it go that much faster. So this would be the magic wand of soap makers. I thought soap was made, see? No, it's not made from elephant tusk. Actually, it's very illegal to make any products out of elephant tusk. All of my products are made out of vegetable oils. And see, it's like, never mind. Hey Shelba on the Facebook side, how you doing, dear heart? Very good to see you. Not sure if you put that up there like 5 minutes ago and I missed it because I'm focusing on Periscope. Sorry. And so I don't know where I was going with that. So that's why I didn't accept you on. So hopefully you understand. Hopefully you don't take it the wrong way. And I also know that I need to check my site. Please accept me on voice. What is it that you want to say on voice? How about this? You stick around until the end of me making this soap where I can actually like deal with it if it's risque, and I'll bring you on. How about that? Is that a fair deal? Is that fair? I hope it's fair. So I'm done with that. I'm going to use our stick blender now. And it quickly goes to the consistency we want. I'm tired of typing. Understood. Shoot. You know what I'm tired of? This not being attached. Shoot. I don't want to stay. Let's hold on to it. Hold on. All right. Now, for all of you that watched the last one, you'll see that this is a much thinner trace than what we got, which should give me, what kind of soap are you making? We're making a Mango Tango bar soap. So the last one we did was blue and white. This one is going to be a simple orange and white. But this is a scent that my customers absolutely positively adore. So what I'm doing, Trey, thank you for that invite of your followers. So what I'm going to do here is do an orange and white. So it's very similar to what we just did for the blue and white one. We're going to make this one an orange and white. So look at this consistency, guys. It becomes so creamy. So creamy. And then we're also going to go ahead and do our white first. Probably need to add a little more. Need to add a little more TD in there. They missed it on that side. But I just added TD, in case you're wondering. In case you were wondering. Keep it on. That's going to be more cream than white, but I'm good with that. I'm good with that. All of you that are tapping, you are greatly... Now it don't want to come off. Ain't that something? The whole time I had to hold it to stay on, and now it doesn't want to come off. That's what we gonna do about that. Oh no, we don't want it to come off yet. We still gotta mix this orange. Ooh, it's such a neon orange. It's gonna be perfect. It's going to be a perfect shade to accentuate the mango scent of this soap. And we do use skin-safe colors in our soap. Now, some people will say, well, I never want you to use any soap that I make that has color on your face. Even though it's skin-safe to cosmetic grade, there's no need. Oh, yeah. I like it like that. I like it like that. That is an ode to Lady Cardi B. You guys here, listen, when I first got this house, there was another house that I wanted. It was a duplex. You guys hear that fire station? Hey there, Mish. How are you? You guys hear that fire station? I was going to live directly across the street from that. Wasn't even thinking about what it would do or the sound of that waking me up. That thing only goes off at night. It never goes off. I thought it was outside my house. No, oh my gosh, this mango is divine. It just went in the same experience that I got when I opened this Mango Tango foaming whip soap is the same thing I got when I just poured in that fragrance blend. It is absolutely incredible. And I was very confident using this particular one. Stop cutting off. I was confident using this scent blend because I know how it smells and I know that it wasn't going to act up in my soap. But I was going to live around the corner. And I was like, oh boy. And I'm about 7, 8, 9 blocks from it and it's that loud. Can you know the fragrance companies would die for someone like you? Would they? Could they? Should they? Could they? Oh, heck no. I'm telling you, Mish, that's where I thought I was going to live. However, somebody outbid me. And when Nyla saw this house, she actually sold us on this house because it was like she was home already. As soon as we got here, it was like, oh, she lived here. So that's how we ended up here. All right. So we just added our scent to the white portion of our soap. And we should be able to get more of a drop swirl. I love drop swirls in soaps because, number one, they're very difficult to replicate a second time. However, what you end up getting when we cut them is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. There's always something very unique about them. There's always something that's just kind of, that's interesting. I'm intrigued. Tell me more. Show me more. All right. So now there's a couple of ways we can pour. Not too many because that wants to get sick. Hold on there. Talking trash. Oh, it doesn't do this. It doesn't do that. Yes, it does. Hold on, guys. There we go. In or out. Now I'm going to shut up and pour. Shut up and pour, 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 pour. All right, there's some of the orange. Now let's get our white in. What I say about not needing a gym membership when you make soap? Right here. This is the reason why. Oh, it is trying to rice a little bit. Huh. Shoot. Hey, Nyla. I need you to go grab me another blade. Out of the kitchen. The stick blender thing. Seasoned already. Yeah, it did. It's not seasoned, it's ricing. So there's two different types of issues that we soap makers get when we're trying to get our soap out of the mold. And if the fragrance misbehaves, which this one is attempting to do, it starts to look like rice. One of these, a stick blender top, get it out of the cabinet or the thing. I can't even think of it. So it starts to look like rice, which is known as ricing because it's attaching to some of the chemicals in the soap. The solution is test in smaller batches. But I've never made this in a bar soap. I've only used it in whip soap. In the dish pan thing, the dish rack. The thing. So here, you can see it better here. You see how it looks like rice? Little teeny tiny rice. The cure for that is to stick blend it out. Got that thing off. Put that one on. Stick her in. Probably want to see how I do it over here. Now it's smooth again. You gotta have an angry face like soap. You shall not beat me tonight. And then that's how you get it to work. We shall sell no bar before it's signed. We shall seize no soap. And that doesn't even want to go through. Oh yeah, that baby is hard. Hard. So we're gonna have one orange layer and one white layer. That's what we're gonna have. So we just made the exact same thing twice with two different colors. That's what just happened. Oh, it smells very citrusy. But then I have the unmentionable, amazing scent over there that has a different element. So I'm like in aroma heaven right now. I'm in aroma heaven right now. Chopstick swirl it on the top. Well, once I get that orange on the top, I will. So it should be fluid enough for me to do it. But I think it'll be cool to have a really clean layer of orange because I normally never do. Aroma garden, yes. I never have just one clean layer of another one. And I try to pour from pretty high because just the sheer gravity of me pouring from so high should have broken that layer. But because it had already started to set up, it wasn't going to happen. Wasn't going to happen. And as you can see, I got soap on my collar right there. I got soap right there on my collar. True. All right, so I think it'll be interesting to see how this comes out. Well, I can already imagine it's going to be a layer of orange and a layer of white with just a little something on the top. Listen, when I first started making soap, do you hear how quiet it is in my house right now? This was the element that got me to really, really enjoy what I was doing. The kids would be asleep, although they're not asleep right now. And I would get to go downstairs and become a mad scientist. Like a true mad scientist. Because I really didn't know what I was doing at that point. I had no idea. I was kind of just putting stuff together. And it came out really, really well. Really well. And I just had a piece of that moment for like T-2 seconds just now. So I catch them every now and then, but I've introduced live streaming element to it where I still know that there's somebody there watching, so I don't necessarily get those moments as much unless I'm not live streaming while I'm making the soup and not spilling it on the table. You're the coolest, hardworking. Thank you. I appreciate it. And as soon as I get rid of these Facebook folks, we'll have some music. No, because I don't have anything I need to do. Oh, yes. I have to wrap our Sweet Bubbles. One of you actually named the bar Sweet Bubbles because we have a winner chicken dinner. Number 11 actually named the bar Sweet Bubbles. We have to wrap those because they're now ready to start shipping. They're now ready. So we just layered it right on top the way we did the blue a second ago. Bring this a little closer. There you go. Let's see. Is the chopstick gonna do it this time? I don't know. No. I need more white. That orange is overpowering it. I'm going to try and scrape some more of this white out because I got more orange. I need a taste of the white. This is where you fake it, guys. Like, oh yeah, I meant it to do that. It was a creative element in what we were doing. Tap it. That's good. Thank you. Yeah, we're overdue for a tap. But I'm nervous about giving it any more time to set up in the mold. So I'm trying to get, so I can get some kind of a swirl element on top. Inez would be so proud of me getting all of that excess soap out of there. She was like, girl, you be leaving too much soap in that thing. All right, look. There we go. All right, I think we have gotten all that we're going to be able to get out, but I feel like now we'll be able to get more of a contrast in the soap and not so much orange by itself. I liked it better the first time. What is this? I can't see it. For the first time in forever. I feel like I should sing that song. I liked it better the first time with more of the orange. That's why you always go with your first mind. Always go with your first mind. Otherwise, it's just like, girl, you know you better not do that. Okay, guys, that's our mango. Gotta go. Good night. Good night. Thank you for joining on the Facebook side. And it's a gimmick so that they can take over your broadcast once it's open. Darn it. All right, let me bring this up to all of you because you can't see it. You kind of just see the top of my head, me swirling a little chopstick or whatever. Here is for the Facebook side. Ooh, yes, honey. Look at those colors. The lighting on Facebook is color. The lighting on Facebook is a little bit better than what you guys got. But I'm going to bring it over here anyway. It's not the platform, it's the camera. You ready? I just blacked them and blacked them and blacked them, blacked them, blacked them. There's that one. It's so pretty. It has the orange and it also has the white. There's actually 2 layers there. And it smells like mango. Here. Boom. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. This is it right here. I'm very excited. Do you use lye? You have to use lye in order to make soap. Unless it's melt and pour. That's the only, if you ever, and the best example I can give you is if you've ever tried to mix oil and water as like a science experiment or something like that, they just don't mix. They kind of like separate. So the lye is required in order to make this soap. However, once it cures, it is 100% ready to go. I gotta get a clean shot. So I'm gonna clean this area up. Somebody's giving me hearts over here on the Facebook side. You're cool. Thank you very much. At some point, I will make a cameo just to say hey to you folks, because otherwise you've just been looking at my stomach in the soap. However, your video serves one purpose. This video serves another purpose. But yes, Donna, that's a great question. You must certainly, that's like cardinal rule number 1 for soap making. I actually, in my first book, the new Soap Maker's Cookbook, Ingredients for Success, I actually have a quote in there about lye and how I would probably be a millionaire. Very proud. When do you not use lye? If you're using melt and pour, because the manufacturers have already done the lye for you. So you're just melting it down. Periscope better than Facebook. Yes, absolutely. Periscope is my favorite live streaming platform. Periscope is my favorite. But I'm biased. I have a hard time giving up on the things that I start with. And same way, I started with an iPhone, then I tried to get an Android. It just didn't work. I got raw soap on my hands, so I need to rinse that. All right, I'm getting my clean shot. Wipe it first of all. Trust me, I've had worse. All right, there's the blue, and there is the orange side by side. There you have it. Thank you for watching. Over here, let's say finish. Finish. And broadcast. All right. How much is your first book? All of my books are available on Amazon. They come in both an ebook format as well as a digital book format. The ebook is only $9.99 and the print copy is $14.99. The benefit of the ebook is you get it downloaded immediately. But if you're like me and you actually have to have a physical book in your hands to hold on to, I highly recommend the paperback book because then you can kind of take notes. And a huge part of soap making is actually keeping track of your experiments as they happen. So in each of the books, there are soap notes pages. So you can actually take notes on, oh, I tried this or I tried that. Let me rinse my hands.